I want to follow up on my last post because I don't think it's Richard Powers. I don't think it's me. It's just the world has changed dramatically. There's been a significant paradigm change. All you have to do is go back and read history, and you don't have to go back very far. And you see that we had different standards. There were different consequences for crimes. There were differing values to be praised, particularly intelligence. You had a lot of intellectual rock stars 30 years ago. You don't have them so much anymore. They have to entertain. They have to appeal to the vox populi. It's very much a lonely place to be a thinker in America. And that is the shift, because thinking was more of a democratic act, a true democratic act. But we didn't have the internet. We had the feeling that our fellow kind was out there, but we didn't really know. But the internet developed, and as the internet developed, we started connecting, we started finding each other, we started realizing we fellow weirdos were simpatico in mind and in heart. And before likes and favorites and reposting and all of that bullshit, all of that metrics, all that, none of that was in place in this halcyon time. That's what changed. There's no place for that kind of connection anymore. That's why I try to do my damnedest with my art and even with my TikToks to try to throw a nexus out there. You're not alone. That old spirit of the internet that is no longer around, that is no longer driven by non-mercantile impetus. Yeah. We see this here on TikTok. You TikTokers, all TikTokers are really great at expressing themselves. Such a promising and beautiful swath of people here. And more stumble onto you every single day. That is the beauty of TikTok. That is also the beauty of the internet. That's why no social media company can compete with TikTok. It doesn't have that. But at the same time, when that becomes harder to find, well, maybe you turn into a bit of an alpha among your kind. And maybe that's what happened to me. Maybe I said to myself, well, there's no real hole for my peg to fit in, but I could just be who I am, and maybe others will come to me, not in a cult leader manner, but just because the very fucking network of finding like-minded weirdos was disrupted. And when people congregated and created communities, they were shit on by trolls and people who had nothing going on in their lives. We had lives. We had interests. We were making things. But maybe we can get back to that again, assuming they don't ban TikTok, which it looks like they're still going to.